I want to talk to you about a huge business loan from Unsecured Finances, $5 million maximum loan amounts, EIN only, no personal guarantee, 10 years loan duration. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you are to ask me, if you are doing as superb as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you a little bit about a lender called Unsecured Finances, and they are offering a huge business loan EIN only up to $5 million. Before we get into the actual nitty gritty, please understand this video is purely educational, purely informational. We have no association, no affiliation, no relationship with Unsecured Finances. They're not paying us to do this. We're just doing this because we want to share some good info with you guys. And the thing here is that when we speak about, let me give you the loan facts here. So here with the Unsecured Finances, you have a wide constellation of loans. You have no doc loans, no documentation loans, business loans, startup loans, senior debt loans, MCA buyout loans. So MCA stands for merchant cash advances. All right. So the whole thing here is that low credit, bad credit, great credit, good credit, all kinds of profiles are welcome. The amount will oscillate between $10,000 and $5 million. The APR up to 24.99%. The fees are variable. The terms 2 to 10 years. The time to funding 24 to 72 hours. And there are no extra conditions. And we love the fact that what we love with the Unsecured Finances is the fact that they're very responsive. Okay, and you can get with them, you can get a huge EIN business loan or huge EIN business line of credit also. So their unsecured business loans or business lines of credit are paid back once a month, amortized up to 10 years to give you, the clients, the flexibility of borrowing large amounts of capital and paying it back over an extended term. This is pretty good, right? Because when you think about it, you have a lot of MCA players out there who require that you make daily payments, sometimes weekly payments, and that could be a little disruptive to your liquidity strategy. So having a lender such as Unsecured Finances that gives you the ability to pay back every month, it's pretty cool. Again, we're looking at this from a pure liquidity management strategy perspective. Okay, and we love the fact that with Unsecured Finances, you don't have to provide a lot of documentation depending upon the loan that you have, because they do offer also the no doc business loan option. Okay, so after giving you the loan facts, let me give you a synopsis of this lender. Folks, again, I'm talking to you about a massive EIN only business loan from Unsecured Finances. Maximum loan amount $5 million. No personal guarantee. Low credit is okay. 10 years duration. So when we talk about Unsecured Finances, we have a lender, an alternative lender that has, they are very innovative. They close a lot of transactions every single day. We love the fact that they actually focus on all kinds of credit profiles when it comes to businesses and also the operational stage. In other words, if you are a startup, you might qualify for a loan with Unsecured Finances. If you are an established business, same thing here, okay? And so this company has a position itself in terms of the kind of target it goes after and how fast they close the loans. And you can have access to capital over and over. So unsecured business lines are great for daily working capital needs. They have factoring loans that are also pretty good. They have unsecured business lines of credit, and there are no prepayment penalties. All right, and we love the fact that you are able to get your loan in 1 day. Think about that. Very, very fast in terms of funding. They do have no doc stated business funding also. Those arrangements are there. And you can qualify up to 10 years. We love the fact that all industries are eligible. They are available in all 50 states. Okay, so this is a pretty, I would say, all-in lender, inclusive lender. So if you have more information about you want to have more information about the products or the loans that I'm talking to you today about, you can call 1-888-294-2584 and you can ask to speak to one of their loan specialists. Okay, the number again is 1-888-294-2584. So after evaluating this lender on tens of criteria, including the loan variety, the loan amount generosity, the cost, the reputation, and the customer service, we assign this company, Unsecured Finances, a score of 9 over 10. I want to talk to you now about eligibility criteria because this is a huge amount. 5 million, fantastic. Folks, if you just join us, please remember, I am speaking to you today about a superb EIN only business loan from Unsecured Finances, maximum loan amount $5 million, maximum loan duration 10 years. Okay, this is a great loan, and to be eligible for this loan, Unsecured Finances is asking for a couple of things. Now, if you're so first of all, in terms of credit score, they have no requirements because this is EIN only, but they want to have they have some requirements for the annual revenue. So, for example, they want you to have a minimum of $10,000. They want you to pull in at least $10,000 every month. So that's about $120,000 every year. That's the minimum. They want you to be in business for at least 6 months to 1 year. It really depends upon the industry you're in. Okay. They also want you to have all the 4 financial statements, and you can supply this via email, or you can fax them to them, or you can just give them access to your accounting software, whether you have Xero, Wave, or QuickBooks, or another one. Okay, when I speak about the 4 financial statements here, I'm speaking about not only the balance sheet, the income statements, the statement of cash flows, but also the statements of owner's equity, which this is the 4th financial statements that a lot of business owners don't know about, but this is also important, and Unsecured Finances wants to see that also. Of course, they pay attention to the cash flows to make sure that the business is drawing in enough liquidity to repay the loan back, right? And in some cases, they want to have also an updated business plan. So the business plan should actually include sales forecast, projected data, but also the resumes of key managers of your company, so that you are able to convince the loan rep that you are a suitable, a credit-worthy borrower. Okay, and the cool thing here is that in some cases, that once you provide all the info to them, you might get qualified within a day or two, and funding can happen within 3 days. Really, it can be as fast. They might also to qualify you, they might ask for your driver's license, any commercial leases, any business licenses and permits, any personal and business tax returns for the last 3 years. They might ask for business insurance plans, payroll records, incorporation documents, and all that kind of stuff. So it really depends on the application and the loan amounts you are requesting. Let me talk to you now about the use of loan proceeds. What can you do with this massive loan from Unsecured Finances? Again, folks, I am speaking to you about a massive EIN only business loan from Unsecured Finances. Maximum loan amount, $5 million. Think about that. And the maximum duration of the loan, 10 years. This is fantastic. It's about time you actually graduate from the teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini business loans you've been getting for the last few years, getting 50 grand here, 20 grand there, 75 grand there. Now it's about time to go for the big league. And Unsecured Finances is offering you an opportunity to get cash from the big league players. I'm speaking up to $5 million. Okay, and basically with this loan, you can do a lot of things. You can actually take care of a constellation of things within your company. You can get working capital to use to pay for operational expenses, accounts payable, and or to purchase inventory, for example. You can take care of short-term working capital needs, such as, including seasonal financing, contract performance, construction financing, and exporting. You can purchase equipment, machinery, furniture, fixtures, supplies, or materials. The thing here is that Unsecured Finances wants you to document what you're going to use the money for, because they want to have an idea about your liquidity management strategy. Okay, you can use the cash from unsecured finances to purchase real estate, including land and buildings. You can use the money to purchase to construct a new building or renovate an existing building. You can establish a new business or assist in the acquisition, operation, or expansion of an existing business. You can use the money to refinance existing business debt under certain conditions. Think about it. We're talking here about $5 million. And you bet that with $5 million maximum, you can do a lot of stuff. Okay? Not just, you can actually reinvent your whole company and reposition it for success. So, unsecured finances is giving you the opportunity to do that. So just make sure when you fill out the loan application that you are very specific about what you need the money for. You might not qualify for $5 million, okay, but that's fine, because at the end of the day, there is a bevy of factors that unsecured finances looks at when deciding to apply to approve or reject your application, okay. But the good thing here is what? Even if you don't get the 5 million, let's say you get 2 million, 3 million, or 100 grand, or $500,000, it's still good. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation here with you about a huge business loan from unsecured finances. This is an EIN only credit arrangement. Maximum loan limit $5 million. Maximum loan duration 10 years. And now I want to talk to you about the evidence needed. To qualify for this, you need to provide some kind of evidence, okay? And unsecured finances wants to see a couple of things. They want to have a certificate of good standing, a voided business check, a copy of your driver's license, 2-year balance sheet for deals that are above $250,000, 2-year profit and loss statement for deals that are above $250,000, 2 years of business tax returns for deals that are above $250,000, $250,000, and 3 months of business bank statements for working capital loans. Okay, and you also, on the loan application form, you have to justify a few things. You have to say why you're applying for the loan, how the loan proceeds will be used. I already spoke about that. What assets need to be purchased if needed, and who are your suppliers. What other business debt do you have, and who are your creditors? It's all about, from unsecured finances perspective, it's all about establishing the kind of a risk spectrum you pose to them. Remember, unsecured finances, like other lenders, usually they all have risk spectra they have to manage on a daily basis, and they want to see how your specific risk spectrum will fit into that that array of risk spectra. And that's why they want to see your DTI, your debt to income ratio, and sort of see who are your current creditors so they can position themselves. Okay, they can position themselves. It's also very important for them to know who are the members of your management team. So they want to have resumes, they want to have business plan. I already spoke about that. They want to have their financial statements. Those 4 are critical: balance sheet, income statement, cash flow, bank statements, statement of owner's equity. In some cases, they might want to have your accounts receivable and accounts payable reports, so that they can do a quick analysis about your short-term liquidity needs. And in some cases, they might ask for legal documents such as your article of incorporations, article of organizations, copies of contracts you have with third parties, if any, franchise agreements, commercial leases, okay, and business licenses and registrations that are required for you to conduct business. I want to talk to you now about how to apply. Folks, what are we talking about here? We are talking about a massive EIN only business loan from unsecured finances. Maximum loan amount $5 million. Maximum loan duration 10 years. All kinds of profiles, all kinds of credit profiles are welcome. Low credit, bad credit, fair credit, good credit, you name it. They're all there. Okay? Now, to apply, you can apply via email. You can fax over the application form to them. You can apply online, over the phone. You can do a mail-in. I'm showing you right now on the screen. You can see here how the whole thing goes. First, you have to put your name, your email, the type of loan you're looking for, whether you want a no-doc loan, business loan, startup loan, senior debt loan, MCA buyout loan, inquiry removal, credit score, phone, your phone number, and the state you're calling from, and the state you're actually applying from. The cool thing here is I just want to digress a little bit here. The MCA buyout loan is a cool feature here. MCA again stands for Merchant Cash Advance, and we will cover this topic on another show. If you guys are interested, please comment below. Just let us know if you're interested. We want to cover that because not a lot of lenders do offer this kind of product. And once you click submit, you will get a thank you message, and then you receive a 14-question survey that's sent to you through email. And I'm showing you right now on the screen. So you have questions 1 to 6. This is from our inbox. Okay, basically Unsecured Finances is just saying, you have to call them 1-888-294-2584. So they'll ask you a few questions, and they need some basic info to get you on the road to your financial goals. So this is pretty good. So let's just go through each question. Okay, let's just go through each question. So first, they want to have your full name, your cell phone, the work or home number, the email address. How much money are you looking for minimum? How much money are you looking for maximum? If you remember, this goes back to what I said about the use of loan proceeds. You got to have a clear idea of what you're looking for. Okay, this is very important. And then we have the questions 7 through 14. So they're asking you via email what your personal credit scores are. What is your highest limit on any unsecured loan, line, or credit card open today? Again, this goes back to their risk mitigation plan. They want to know how much you owe and who the creditors are. If you remember what I told you about risk spectrum and risk spectra, right? This is the kind of game they're playing here. Unsecured Finances is just trying to cover their ass. They want to make sure that they don't. They want your business, of course, but they need to cover their ass too. And they're asking you question number 9, are your credit card maxed out or close to being maxed out? They want to know if your DTI, your debt to income ratio, and your credit utilization ratio, also your CUR. Do you have any bad marks on your credit? Late pays, collections, charge-offs, those are what? Derogatory items. Again, they're trying here to cover their ass. They're trying to make sure that they don't get too much risky of an applicant. And the question 11, what do you do for a job now? Are you a W-2 employee or a self-employed 1099 contractor or a business owner? Number 12, how many inquiries do you have on your credit right now? Number 13, how long have you been looking for financing? And number 14, what is the reason that you're looking for funding? So those questions are meant to help them, make a good funding decision on your behalf. All right, folks, now let's talk about the pro tips. I'm going to give you a few pro tips to help you actually qualify for this loan, okay? Again, folks, if you just join us, I'm talking to you about a large EIN only business loan from Unsecured Finances. Loan amount maximum $5 million. Loan duration maximum 10 years. So one thing you want to do here is, as you can see, as you probably saw through the questions that they've been asking you, Unsecured Finances is trying to look at a constellation of factors and decide whether or not your application as a risk spectrum is amenable to them, is good for them. So what you want to do is you want to keep your documents in order, because transparency is fantastic. It's very important when it comes to dealing with alternative lenders such as Unsecured Finances. You want to, when I'm speaking about your documents in order, I'm speaking about your accounting, your financial statements, your accounting reports, okay, your financial statements. You really want to demonstrate sufficient cash flow, and you want a lender such as Unsecured Finances to believe you. So you want to demonstrate that you can demonstrate this through your balance sheet and your statement of cash flows. Okay. You also want to actually start thinking about what kind of a loan you really need, because Unsecured Finances has a bevy of loans, from no-doc loans to working capital loans to other kinds of loans. They have a wide area of loans. So, but you need to specify which one you want. As a matter of fact, they even offer a business line of credit also. So it really depends on your goal, whether you want to grow your business, whether you just want to take care of the next payroll, whether you just want to expand, you want to expand into a sector, you want to buy inventory, it really depends on what you need the money for. And then one thing that you need to understand here is that when it comes to alternative lenders, such as unsecured finances, you have to be very responsive. When they ask you questions, when they ask for additional information about your business and personal tax returns, for example, or business and personal bank statements, for example, your business financial statements, your business legal documents, things like articles of incorporation, articles of organization, commercial lease, franchise agreements, business plan, all that kind of stuff. You got to be responsive. You have to reply to them ASAP. Don't ghost them. Don't drag your feet. It's not going to help you. All right? This is how by being responsive, you can increase your chances of getting the loan you need to move your business forward. Thank you so much, folks, for your attention in today's conversation. I really appreciate it. I was just talking to you about a huge business loan from Unsecured Finances, EIN only. No personal guarantee. All kinds of credit profiles are welcome. And maximum loan amount, $5 million. Maximum loan duration, 10 years. And just want to quickly recap here. So I gave you an overview of this loan. I spoke about the loan facts. Lender at a glance gave you an overview of unsecured finances, the eligibility criteria, the use of loan proceeds, the evidence needed, how to apply, and last but not the least, the pro tips that will help you move forward. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.